Bruh. Bruh. बंद कैसे कर पाई? Hello guys, welcome to another live stream. In the previous live stream, I was playing Valorant. That motivated me to study SQL. So now I'm back with another live stream. This is SQL part 2. Most of you guys were very eager to join this stream. Let me see how many of you are actually in the stream. Give me a minute. Oh, here we are. Almost an hour ago, when I was streaming Valorant, I had 12 views and 2 likes. This is more than all the study videos combined just in one Valorant live stream. Right now, I'll be sharing the link again. I'll wait for at least one viewer to come, which is my friend who wanted to study SQL with me. His name is Shreyas Mankame. I'm waiting for him. So, last time we studied from here till just before the joins. So we studied till aliases. So this is all we studied. Today we are hoping to study the second half of SQLs, which is from joins, inner join, left join, right join, full join, subjoin, union, group by, having, exist, any, all, select on to, and then Okay. Where is Shreyas Mankame? Where the fuck is he? I'll wait for one more minute. Till then, if anybody is watching the stream, you can go through this. Okay. This were our cheat sheet notes that we got in the previous speedrun part 1 video. Currently there are 3 viewers. Excellent. All of the viewers, can you put something in chat so I know who's watching? I'm proud of you guys already for being so eager to learn and join this live stream. Let me see who's watching this. Okay. Anyways, I'm starting the study. So let's lock in for an hour at least and study the SQL part 2. Okay. Let's go. I think the 3 viewers that I had came here because of Valorant in my stream name, and now they are gone. Let's start. So I'll revise for first 5 minutes. Stay started. Alright. So selecting customer name, city, these are the columns that I was selecting from a table, and select distinct country from customer. So from this column country I was selecting distinct values. Okay. Select count distinct country from customers. Okay. Filtering. Select all from customers where. Filtering was done using where country single equal to quotes, no space between them. And a keyword. Select all from products where price between some number and some number. Then this is the revision going on. If somebody came just now. Select all from customers where city like. This is a regex string as followed by anything. Then select all from customers where city in this tuple or list, whatever they call it. Then select all from customers order by country ascending, customer name descending. So wait a minute. Order by, almost forgot. Fuck this SQL, man. Select all from countries where country is Spain and customer name is like G followed by something, or customer like this, or customer name like R followed by something. This is the combination of N and R. So we have Pratik Kulkarni here. Hello student. Pratik Kulkarni is from Australia. Then we studied aliases. How's it going? पढ़ाई करूँगा. Aliases. Okay. Select product name as migrate products. So whenever there is space between our name that we want to give, we enclose it between square brackets. Select product name from products, and I have used an alias migrate products. Okay, SQL easy. We have SQL God here. Okay, square bracket names with spaces. Okay. Select customer name, comma address plus I. Select customer name, comma address plus comma postal code plus space city plus comma country as address. Okay, so this thing came into this thing. So my address got overwritten into combination of all these other columns with some spaces and commas as mentioned. Then what do we have? Select orders.id, orders.orderdate, comma customers.customer from customer, comma order where customers.customer name is around the Valorant customer. Can you tell how to find the second highest? One friend of mine doesn't know that. It will be great help for him. Ayush Vijay Vargia, we are still learning that. I have just solved 3 problems. Sorry, I have just solved 5 problems in SQL in my previous live stream. I'm not a pro, I'm just starting SQL. This is my second hour of learning SQL. So we'll get there. I don't think that friend is even here. That friend is in Valorant. His name is Shreyas Mankame. Back to cheat sheet. Where customer name is equal to around the horn and the fuck is this? Then we had insert into update delete. Why is everything seeming so new? Okay. Insert into customers. Customer name, contact name, address. So insert into customers, and then we take a list of columns where we want to insert, and then the values, corresponding values, followed by or separated by commas. So insert into customers for table name, then we start the bracket. These are all the column names, and then values, and okay, this was inserted into. Now about update. In order to update customers, so update is always followed by set. Okay, update customers, set contact name is equal to Alfred, city is equal to Frankfurt, where customer ID is equal to 1. Okay. Delete from customers where customer name is Alfred's. Futter kiski. Group by. Okay, group by. What did we learn about group by? Select count, customer ID, comma country from customers, and group by country. Group by is something that I got confused last time. Let's revisit group by. SQL group by statement. The group by statement groups rows that have the same values into summary rows, like find the number of customers in each country. Groups rows that have the same values into summary rows, the number of customers in each country. Okay. Rows is often used with aggregate functions like count, max, min, sum, average. And why is that? That is to group the result set by one or more columns. Hello, IIT King. PLSQL Pro is here. Subscriber games when? Group by syntax. So select column name. Select customers. Column names. From table. What takes more time? Using group by function or order by function? Sir, I am thoda new. What takes more time? Cows takes more time to peak in Valorant. Group by function, order by function. Sir, please, you only tell me the answer. I have no idea. I am still doing select star from table. Group by syntax. King, can you tell me the answer? What takes more time? Using group by function or order by function? Below is the selection from the customer table. Example, okay. Group example. Select count customers, comma country from customers, and we are grouping that by country. Group by takes more time, sir, because it is using AF. Because it uses as fuck. AGF क्या था भाई? Aggregate functions. Oh, interessante. Gumbd. I घालू नका. AGF चा full form. I घालू नका. Kaustubh Govekar. What is this language? Thanks, sir. Yes. So where were we? We were in this. I'll try one group by example so that my concepts are clear. Select count customer ID, comma country from customers. Group by country. अरे लौड़िया. Okay. Group by country. Sir, तुम्ही तो कौस्तुभ गोवेकर. वाइट पिल्लू की आईडी से कौन है भाई? Okay. Argentina, Austria. Okay, group by country. So countries are arranged in what? Countries are arranged in lexicographic order. Also, for every country, the count of customer IDs is shown in a different table. So select count of customer IDs as cows. What if I run this? So this becomes cows. 3 to 1. Country becomes this. Okay. So nice tactics. First value stream, then padai grind. Yes. Value stream 12 views, 2 likes. Padai stream total combined 3 likes. This is the future of elite group. Okay. Having. Oh, where? So now we will start joins. This is a very hard concept for me. Let me start join. SQL join. A join is a clause used to combine rows from 2 or more tables based on related column between them. Let's look at the selection from the orders table. Okay. So here we have 2 tables, orders table and customer table. In order table we have order, customer ID, order date. In this we have customer ID, customer name. So the common thing is customer ID in both of them. Notice that customer ID in the columns of orders and this. The relationship between 2 tables above is the customer ID column, right? Then we create the following SQL statement that contains an inner join that selects records that have matching values in both tables. So this is how we do it. Select orders.order_id. We took order ID. Customers.customer name to customer name. Order.order_date. From orders आणि customerचं काय रे? That we don't know. So we are saying from orders inner join customers. So this is where we join orders to customers. So select no from orders inner join customers on order.customer ID is equal to customer ID.customer ID. So this is the common column between 2 tables on which we are doing an inner join. We can create the following that contains an inner join. Let's select record join matching values. Okay. And it will produce something like this. So what did we select? Order ID, then followed by customer name, followed by order date. Is thoda confusing format bamai. EMs is confusing. So here we have different joins. This is दोन चिपकलेले कुत्रे, inner join. This is cows and this is me and ka. Inner join returns records that have matching values in both tables. Now let me see what matching values they had. Customer ID was different for both of them. So do we have 6 values? Customer name Alfred Anna Antonio. Bruh. Around the horn गया भाई. What is this, man? What happened to my son? Customers.customer name and order date. अरे नावा कुठून आली? So the confusion that I have is order ID, customer ID. So customer ID 2. Let's say order ID was 10308. This doesn't have a name. Oh, 10308 को नाम आ गया आना त्रुजिलो एम्पायर ए हल्लादोस. Oh, अच्छा, customer ID 2 got joined. Okay. This I get this. Then what we have? 37 and this two are not there. So 10309 won't be here, right? 10309 isn't here. Okay. And what happened to other rows? Okay. सो ओके, बैक टू दिस। आईडी के बेसिस पे नाम लाया, ओके ओके। सो इस टेबल में था आईडी। सो दिस टेबल ऑन 37 इट हैड समथिंग, वेट, कस्टमर आईडी इज 37 ना, ओके। So inner join is recurrent record that are matching values in both tables. Left join, right join, and left join. Okay, returns all records from the left table and matched records from the right table. That is left join. All records from the left table. So in this, the left table was this, na. So all these records will come, followed by common records in both of this. All the records on the left table and matched records on the right table. Okay. Right outer join will be all the records from the right table and matched records from the left table. Okay. Full join returns all the record where there is a match in either left or right table. What is the primary purpose of SQL join? To create new table from existing table, to sort data and assign, to combine rows from two or more tables based on related column. So this was a upper se of joins. Now let's move to the inner join. So what was inner join? Everything from left. Oh wait, this was inner join was inner join क्या था? EMS implementation होगा. Didn't record matching values in both table was inner join. Okay. So now this is the first example of inner join. Product ID, product name, category ID. This is products table and this is category table. So the common thing here is category ID. So only the common ones, that is 1, 1 and 2. These common values will come into my new table. So what did we write? We want three names: product ID, product name, and category name from products. Okay, inner join category on products dot category ID. So category ID was common, and this. Okay, so this was my output table. Okay, I think I understood this. Then this was inner join syntax. Select columns from table 1, inner join table 2. From table 1, inner join table 2 on equal. Okay, naming the column. Select product ID from inner join on category on. Okay. Then join or inner join. Join and inner join will return the same result. Inner is a default type for join. कैटेगरी आईडी भी सिलेक्ट कर. कैटेगरी आईडी भी सिलेक्ट कर मतलब कैटेगरी आईडी ही सिलेक्ट कर सकते हैं ना, बिकॉज दैट इज द ओनली कॉमन वन. इज दैट व्हाट यू मीन? products dot category id, categories dot category id. Okay. Category. Refers to more than one table from clause of. Okay, so let's try product. बमाई नहीं हो रहा. अच्छा, जो कॉमन रहेगा वो सिलेक्ट नहीं होता क्या? आयुष विजय कर किया. टेबल नेम डॉट कैटेगरी आईडी बोल रहा है क्या? प्रोडक्ट्स डॉट कैटेगरी आईडी. ओह, मैंने क्या डाला था? categories. Okay, so category id 1 के इतने सारे आ गए 2. So these are the common category IDs. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Select distinct एक दो वाले आएंगे अमचा. Let me see distinct category ID from so total were 8, and then we'll see from customers था ना कि categories था शायद. categories टेबल नेम देना पड़ेगा. इसमें भी सेम कैटेगरीज है. So as this 1 to 8 were same in both of them, that's why we saw 1 to 8 in our example, right? In this अरे Yes, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Next, this was about inner join. Only common things come there. So we are done with this syntax. This is done naming the columns. Yeah, this is what we tried just now. Product ID, product name. Okay, inner join. सीधा join भी देख सकते हैं. Join categories from products. Join categories on what? On product ID dot category ID. Join 3 tables. Now how do you join 3 tables? So select order ID. Order ID, customer name, from orders. Select order ID. This shippers table. So this is what we want to display from. Okay, so here we are using nested inner joins from wait a minute, कौन किसके अंदर है? From we have this double thing. So second column is from orders, and then order inner join customers on this, and this all of this is inner join shippers on this. Usually what do we do? From products and then join categories. Here what we did, from orders, let me type this myself, from ऐसा क्यों नहीं किया भाई? From order ऐसा नहीं होता क्या? This. Okay, so this is the syntax that I have to remember. So when we want to do nested inner join in 3 tables, then I start from something, and that something उसके अंदर क्या रहेगा? We want from orders inner joined on this is one clause, and then this clause is inner joined with shippers on this. Okay, So usually from products, inner join, categories on. Okay, let's do all these joins till full join or till self join, and then we'll go on lead code problems and solve some of them. So we're done with inner join. Now left join. So left join, what was left join? Left join keyword returns all the records from the left table, that is table 1, and the matching records from the right table, and the result is 0 records from the right side if there is no match. Okay, so left join, everything in left will be included. So this is left outer join. Select a column that you want to display from table 1, and then left join table 2. From table 1, left join table 2. So everything from table will be there, and the common name that we have, common column that we have between both tables, on that will left join. In some cases left join is called for left outer join. Okay, demo data is this, so everything will be displayed here, whatever these are there. So what is the query that we are running? Customer name and order ID. Customer name will be displayed, all the customers will be displayed, all three, and then the common ones will be displayed on what is common here, customer ID. So this 10308 will be displayed along with this. What is that order ID? Is order ID common? No. Left join orders on, oh wait a minute, left join orders from customer, left join orders from customer, so customers everything, and orders all are common from orders on customer ID is what order to customer ID, and then we are doing order by customer. Bro, order by क्या था अभी? Order by, okay, ascending order. Let's try this ourselves. क्या ये बटन दबाना है बस? So customer name, yeah, what happened here? Let's see what happened. 10308 came because it was here. So 10308 came, and many others came because table was large. Okay, but now one thing that I observe here is Alfred and Antonio Taqueria. Alfred and Antonio Taquera. Where is Antonio Taquera? Oh, Antonio Taquera had someone, but there was no customer ID 1 in the orders table. That's why only his name was displayed, and there was null, I guess this is null order ID in front of him. Why? Because this was a left join. Okay, so again looking at the syntax, select customer, so whatever we want to display, separated by comma from table name, yes, and then left join followed by the new this table name, and always you have to mention on what, on, okay, on this, and then I'm just ordering by. Okay, so that was SQL left join example. What does SQL left join keyword do? Returns only matching records from the left table, all records from the left table, matching records from the right table. So left join is done. Let's go to right join. So right join is also similar. So here all these employee ID, so common is employee ID, so I'll be joining the table on orders.employee ID and employees.employee ID. So this is join on employees.employee ID, and then right join employees, so we want everything from the employees table, so common ID is employee ID, right? So 1 2 3 will always be displayed, whereas whatever is common, that is this order ID, that will be displayed. Now thinking about what two columns I want to display, so they are order ID, last name and first name. Okay, order ID and then last name, first name. So order ID for 2 will be displayed. I think order ID for 1, there won't be any order ID for 1. Let's see this, if there is. Okay, so order ID for 1. What was the name of first employee? It was Nancy Davolio. Davolio का क्या हो गया? Davolio had an employee ID. Okay, order ID. West didn't have any. Did we have Adam West? How do I play with this table? So let me try an exercise. That will be, I want to display the corresponding order ID of whom? Of that, of whom, bro? Of whom? Of West, whose last name is West. So how do I select orders.order ID and employee dot first name from orders, and then I want to display everything that matches from orders, type employees, employee. Wait a minute. What was I thinking about, man? From orders, comma, employees. From orders, comma, employees. Where employees dot last name is equal to West. Bruh, Adam West has a lot of order IDs, but what was happening here? We are just trying to see if order ID, but they have order IDs. I'll copy this. This is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to see Adam West's wait. I have joined this table on employee ID, na? So I'll also print employee ID. Employee ID is 10. So employees just has this 10, and then okay. So here none of this is common, what? None of this is common. That's why we didn't get any order ID here. That's why order ID was blank. So now let's try taking name of some other employee. Let's say 2 is there, Fuller, last name is Fuller. So try to take Fuller's name, check if whatever I was doing is right. So everything is 2 here, and also we have 2 here. So that's why this was a common column and it had this. Okay, This is what is happening in right join. I just went off track for a time, but okay. What does SQL right join do? All records from the left, all records from the right table, and matching records from the left table. Wait, yes. Full join. Full join, what it does, returns all records whether is match in left or right table records. Full outer join, full join are the same. अभी इसमें क्या है? So what is the difference between full outer join and inner join then? Only, so we were only considering this, but in this though everything will come, no? So full outer join can usually return a very large result set. Select order tables, order ID, customer ID, customer table. Okay. Returns all matching records from where the other table matches are not. So if there are rows in customers that do not have matches in orders, or if there are orders in rows in orders that do not have matches in customers, those rows will be listed as well. Returns all records on left table and matching records on. Returns all record where there is a match in left or right table. What is the use of this? Okay, self join. A self join is a regular join, but the table is joined with itself. Self join. Okay, self join. Select column names from table T1, T2. Where condition? Oh, I already did this somehow without knowing. So that was a self join. So demo database. This tutorial will use well-known Northville sample database. Here's customer. So select a dot customers at customer name 1, b dot customer name. Okay, a dot customers is another table, b dot customer name, and a dot city where from customers A and customer B. What is customer A and customer B, bro? What is the, okay, let me look what this is. What is A here? Bro, what's this? In be a table aliases, but customers A means that you are assigning alias A to the customers table, means that you are assigning B to the customers table. Okay, so they are both the same tables, right? Okay, so we haven't used anything as. So this query performs a self join on the customer table. It compares each customer A with every other customer B and find parts of different customers in the same city. So select a dot customer name as customer 1 and b dot customer name as customer 2, and a dot city from the same table. They're doing the self join, right? Where a dot customers and what the fuck is this? Is not equal to, no? We are not comparing the same customers by themselves. Okay, so not the same customers, and both of them have the same city. Order by city. So we'll have city increasing in order. Wait a minute. Okay, the result might include Alice Bob in Chicago, Bob Alice in Chicago. Okay, this is self join. Self join is with the self table, same table. You know that you will have to filter out duplicates like this job possible. Modern join query. Okay. So this was self join for you guys to join a table with another table with itself. Next, Next we have, I think we are done with all joins. Should we jump into the problems, or should we complete the remaining things? Do we have anyone in chat? Is there anyone in chat? There's no one in chat. Anyone in chat? Nobody in chat. I'll take a break for like 1 to 2 minutes. I'm bored. You know what we do in break? We'll play La La Land theme song. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Back to classes. Once again. Hello. We have YT here. So we are just done with all the joins. Now we have very less topics remaining. Let's complete this fast. Then we'll jump right into the questions and try to get a hold of lead code SQL questions. SQL union. So what is union operator? The union operator is used to combine the result set of two or more select statements. Every select statement within union must have the same number of columns. The column must also have similar data types. The columns in every select statement also. अरे भाई कहना क्या चाहते हो? Select common name from table 1. Union, select common name, column name from table 2. Union all syntax. The fuck is texting? Note, the common names in the result area union equal to the column names in the first select statement. In this tutorial, we'll use well-known Northwind. Okay, we'll use a selection from the customers table and selection from a suppliers table. So select city from customers. So we are selecting city from customers and then unioning it with city from suppliers. So city from this too. Now let's move back and then we are ordering it by city. Let's move back to, no, let me read this. If some customers or suppliers have the same city, each city will only be listed once because union selects only distinct values. Okay, use union all to also select duplicate values. So this is difference between union and union all. Okay, so union selects only distinct values. So if customer and suppliers have the same city, then each city will only be listed once. Because, so which city is common here? Very bad example, nothing is common here. Mexico DF. Okay, Anna and Antonio. Let me run this. Select city from customers, so only one column will be visible. On chain nite. So there is, oh, Albuquerque. This is where I live. Walter White. So none of these cities have been repeated. Okay, because we are doing union. If we could have done union all, then I think we could have got duplicate values as well. So I'll run this. Let's see, do we have any repeating? Yeah, so we can see Berlin is twice here, but if I don't use union all, then what happens to Berlin? Berlin is just once. Okay, alright, this was union. Union is just gives all the, okay, so this was union all. Union with where? Select city comma country from customers table, where country is Germany, and we are unioning it with city and country. So these are the two common columns. From suppliers, where country is Germany, and order by city. What happens here? We have two things to display, city and country, and we are union in it with country is equal to Germany. So what happened here? Only city came. What if I do this? City from customers. Will there be just one value? What do you guys think? No, just not just one value. But do you see there are only a limited number of records here. Ordering by city, it doesn't matter. Country is Germany, and okay, what different happened here? And why this ad? Oh, this also had 13. Okay, so only it flipped, so it doesn't matter. But why is Germany repeated? Okay, I'll just confirm what I've understood with ChatGPT. Let's see what he explains. So we are doing union. Return a list of cities in Germany from two different tables, customer and suppliers. Okay, and union combines these two queries without duplicates. Select city comma countries from customer. Get German cities from the customers table and German cities from the suppliers table. Sort the final combined list by, if you want to include duplicates, use union all instead of union, and both select statement must return the same number of columns with compatible data types, which is to here. Let me know if you want. So union happened on city but not country. Why? This is a stupid question, but union actually operates on entire rows, not just one column. So it compares full combination of country and city. It removes duplicate rows where both. Oh, okay. Interesting. So it's not just unioning city, but it is checking this thing, right? Okay, Got it. Good boy. So that was union using bruh. So SQL union on with where, union all where. Okay, I know this. Another union example is select customers as type. Okay, type. Select customer as type. Contact name should be. What is as type, man? It is an alias. SQL aliases are used in a table. An alias only exists. So here we have created temporary column named type. Okay. Oh yeah, I know that. That lists whether the contact person is a customer or a supplier. Select customer as type. Contact name, city, country from customers. Union with union. Select type customer. Type contact name as type. Then contact name, city and country from customers, and contact name, city, country from suppliers. Select supplier. How is this an alias? This is some different way of doing alias, man. I haven't seen this. This query combines rows from two tables. Okay, so all the union table are type contact name, city and country, right, into single two tables, and adds a new column type where each to label where each row came from. Select customer as type from customer, and select supplier from supplier. Adds a column with constant value customer for every row. What does union do here? Combines rows from both selects. You must duplicate that is same type and this. If you want to include all of them, then if you want to report on similar entries from different sources like customers, if you know if you can do that. Let's do no hanging. Okay, this is getting okay. Group by. So group by is always uses aggregate functions. This was I know. What else? Group by statement groups rows that have the same values into summary rows, like find the number of customers in each country. The group by statement is often used with aggregate functions like count, max, min, sum, average to group the result set by one or more columns. And then how do we group things? Select some column from a table and where something, and then we use group by and order by in the end. So I will group by a particular column. So what happens when we group by a particular column? All the distinct values of that particular column will be displayed. So group by example, select count of customer ID, comma country, and group by country. So whatever is country, from that group is done of all the customer IDs. I'll get distinct the number of customer IDs in each country. Select count of customer ID from group by, and then order by count of customer ID descending. Let's do this. We have countries on the right, and these are distinct countries. And then we are grouping this. group by with join example. Beautiful. So what were we doing? Okay, select shipper's name, and so what do we want to display? Shipper's name and number of orders. Where are we doing it from? Orders, and we're doing left join. So what is left join? Left join is everything from left and common things from right. Everything from everything from orders will be displayed, and left join shippers on shipper ID and shipper ID. And then we are grouping group by shipper name. So we'll have distinct shipper name. Okay, so that we have selected already. So we'll have distinct shipper names, and then we'll have number of orders. From orders, this is something. So usually if I group by shipper name, doesn't include shipper name as a part of aggregate function. Select shippers.shipper name. It does not include the specified expression shipper name. What do you mean, man? Shippers, where are shippers? Shipper name to hai. Okay, and this is a bit confusing for me. So from orders you are starting from the orders table, doing left join shippers on order shippers is equal to shippers or shipper ID. Left join shippers on order shippers ID. This joins the orders from the shippers using tables like this. Left join ensure all orders are included even if some don't have matching shipper name, right? Matching shipper ID, right? And then we are grouping by shipper name. You have grouped the result by each unique shipper. So group by shipper name and count order ID as number of orders. For each shipper group, that's how many orders are made. If you want to include even shippers with 0 orders, flip the tables from shippers, left join on orders. Bro, I don't know how I'm gonna solve the questions for this. Your function commonly used with group by count, min, max, sum, average. These are the aggregate function: count, min, max, sum, and average. Okay. Union is done. Group by is done. Is it done? Yeah. Now we have having. Almost done. Having. The having SQL cause. The having cause was added to SQL because the where keyword cannot be used with aggregate functions. So group by column name, aggregate functions, having syntax, demo database. So having was just used because where where keyword cannot be used with aggregate functions. Below is a selection from the customer's table. So we have all these things, and then we are running select count customer country, group by country. So it will show for each country What is the count of customer IDs? Okay, this I understood. Then where count of customer ID is greater than 0. Why couldn't we put where here? Where? So they are saying that, but I have already used where along with where customer ID is equal to 1. Okay. Oh, I've never used where with a aggregate function before. Okay, having count, so having is used with aggregate functions because we can't use where with them. Okay. To filter groups based on aggregate conditioning, condition after grouping, based on aggregate condition after grouping, having exists operator used to test the existence of any record, returns true and false. Select column name from table where exist. Okay, so we can use exist and then select column name from table where this condition is there, and then select column name from table where exist the other condition. So show me an example. Select supplier name from suppliers where exist. Select product name from products where product ID is equal to supplier ID. Products or supplier ID is equal to supplier or supplier ID. Where this is common. Select product name from products and price is less than 0. Select supplier name from suppliers where product name क्या होता है इससे? Select supplier name, तो supplier name where select product name from products where product supplier name price is less than 0. क्या फालतू भाषा है भाई ये. Wrong. Oh, correct. What does it return? Checks if subquery returns one or more records. Any all. भाई ये ख़त्म ही नहीं हो रहा है यार. Speed run. So we've come not a long way. We've come halfway. No, I don't think that way. Any all. In SQL, any and all operators, the any and all operators allow you to perform comparison between a single column value and a range of other values. Any operator returns a boolean value as a result. Returns true if any of the subqueries where exist. What does exist do then? Use to test for existence of a record, existence of any record in a subquery. Bro, how can I do it that way? Should give it to ChatGPT. query returns the name of suppliers who supply at least one product price at. So select supplier name of suppliers. So we are given the name of suppliers who supply at least one product priced at 22. So at that time what I'm doing, select product name, so at least there should be one product name from products where supplier ID this matches and price. Okay. At least one product matlab where exist is for at least one, and then that was exist, and any. What happens with any? It is a boolean value, returns true if any of the subquery values meet the condition. Operator must be a standard comparison operator. Okay. All operator, all and any. All operator with syntax. Why is there so many things for this thing? So show an example of any. The operator must be a standard. So first let's learn about SQL all operator. Returns a boolean value as a result. Returns should all of the subqueries values meet the condition. These uses select, where, and having statements. All means that condition will be true only if the operation is true for all the values in the range. Select all column. Select all column name from table where condition. Select column name, all column names. Select column names. Column name is not equal to all this. Below is the selection of products table in author and sample data and selection from the order details. Bola. Select product name from products where, so I have to select I am returning the product name where the product ID is equal to, and you have the following is met, that is product ID is equal to product ID from order details where quantity is equal to 0. The following statement some type of query. What does it do? Return the name of the product that have ever been ordered in a quantity of 10 units. Order details that have ever been ordered in a quantity of 10 units. Query. Finds all the product IDs for the order where quantity order is exactly 10. Returns the name of the product where it matches the inner query. The product ID is equal to any greater than 99. An example of all. Select product name from products where product ID is equal to all equal to 10. Is there anyone? So there is no one. And when I do any, there will be many, right? And quantity. अच्छा sorry, it's just the product name. Products. Select into statements. We are almost about to end. My head is bursting. Select into. The select into statement copies data from one table into new table. Select into statement. Select everything into new table, which is named as in external DB. Wait, it's not that yet. From. Select into from. Where something. Copies only columns into a new table. Some columns. So select column 1, column 2, column 3 into new table from old table where condition new table will be created column name and types as defined in the old table. You can create column names using as class. Select everything into customers backup 2017 from customer. The following SQL query uses the in clause to copy the table into new table in another database. Select everything into customer in another database. So that's a new table in another database. Select everything into something into new table in a different database from customer. The following is going to copy only few columns. Select customer name and contact. Copy only German customers in the new table. Okay. Following copies only more than one table here. From and left join orders. So everything from left join means everything from customers, and orders only common thing on something called. Select into can also be used to create a new. So what is this? Select into new empty table using the schema or another. Just add a where clause that causes the query to return no data from whatever query. So just the schema, right? Primary purpose select into is to copy data from one table into a new table. Yeah. Alrighty. Select into, insert into select. Wow. Insert into select. Yes. Now we are studying select into. Okay. We are done with select into. Now insert into select. What happens in insert into select? SQL insert into select statement. The SQL insert into select statement copies data from one table and insert it into another table. So select into, insert into select. Alright. The insert into select statement requires the data type in source and target tables match. The data types in source and target table should be matching. Insert into select. So copies all columns from one table to another table using insert into table 2. Select everything from table 1 where this condition is met. Insert into table 2. Okay. Copies only some columns from one table to another table. Insert into table 2. This columns and select the same columns from table 1 where condition is met. Okay. They have a database. This data will use a well-known. So this is a database, and from this there is this customer table. Okay. Now select from suppliers table. So this is suppliers table. Insert into select. So insert into customers, insert into customers, customer name, city, country, customer name, city, country, insert into select supplier name, city and country for suppliers. Okay, then what are they doing? We are copying the supplier into customers. The column that are not filled with data will contain none. Okay, no, yeah, I get that. Then from suppliers into customers, so insert into customers and everything is there just as it was. Okay, and select supplier name, contact name, subscription from suppliers, everything. Fill all columns, so I'm filling all the columns here. Basically copying every column from one thing to other. Insert into and then select. Insert into a table's name and then the column in brackets, and select all the columns from a table. Okay. My copy is only German, so I can use this with where condition as well. Insert into customers, bracket mein whatever things I want from customers, select, and then all the columns that I want from another table, and I'll put a where condition, where country is equal to Germany. Okay, what is the purpose of SQL insert into statement? Insert into select, insert into select, to copy data from one table and insert into another table. Correct answer. Okay, we are left with last 5 things in SQL. Then bruh. Okay, so this is not for today, this is for next lecture. Anyways, but these 5 things will complete right now. SQL case expressions. Okay, and we'll solve some record questions of SQL. SQL case expression. The SQL case expression goes through all the conditions and returns true, returns a value when the condition is met, like an if and else statement. So once a condition is true, it will stop reading and return the result. If no conditions are true, it is error. So we write a case. If there is no else part, no conditions are true, it returns null. Case. When condition 1, then result 1. When condition 2, then result 2. When condition n, then result n. Else, result. And then we do end. So, okay. So, if I say case, and then when, when then. Case, when then. And then there will be an else. Else is the default, I guess. And then we ended by end in a database. So let's see an example so we'll be clear. Select order ID comma quantity. Okay, order ID comma quantity. Case, when quantity is greater than 0, then this, quantity is equal to 0, then this, else quantity is under 30, end. So this as quantity text, okay, from order ID. Alright, so this can be done using case statement. I've understood this. This is very easy. And then what do we have here? Select customer, city from customers, order by, and then case. When city is null, then country, else city. Okay, so SQL, then country, else city. Alright. Bender's case expression. It will add condition and returns a value based on the first true condition. Remember that. Important question. Case was good. Null functions. Yeah. SQL if null is null. Coalesce. And NBL function. Look at the following. Look at the following products table. So we have everything here. Suppose units on order column is optional and it may contain null values. Look at the following select statement. Select products table, unit price is equal to stock in stock plus units in order. Select from products. If null, lets you return an alternate. Select if null in unit order, then I'll replace it by 0. Okay, very nice, beautiful. Call as function like this. Call as, what is call as, man? Fuck is call as? Never talked about this before. Or you can use call as function and open it and I'll read it later. SQL server. The SQL server is null function lets you return an alternative value when an expression is null. So is null, wait, is null and if null lets you return if an expression is null. The MySQL function if null, and this is SQL server is null. MySQL में if null होता है, if null then this SQL server if null. Or you can call this function like this. Zero. Oracle में unveil function होता है and MS Excel में is null होता है. Returns true. Fuck MS Excel. Call as in SQL server, which of the following is null? Correct answer. Yeah. Call is return the first non-null value in a list. So okay, return the first non-null value in a list. Beautiful. Adapt, improvise, overcome. Bro, what the fuck is this, man? Whoa. This is too much. Am I a fucking computer to remember all these things? I hate this language, man. Null functions are done. Now let's move to stored procedures on SQL server. What is a stored procedure? We have nobody watching us. SQL stored procedure. Let's go through remaining 3. And I don't even have notes for this, man. But at least I have gone through SQL once, is what I can say after this. Alright. What is null function? Stored procedure. SQL stored procedure for SQL server. Stored procedure. A stored procedure is a prepared SQL code that you can save, so that code can be reused over and over again. So if you have any SQL query that you write over and over again, save it as stored procedure, and then just call it to execute it. So you can pass parameters to stored procedure so that the stored procedure can act based on parameter values. So this is create procedure name as SQL statement, go, and then exec procedure name, create procedure name as SQL statement, create procedure, select all as, and then we have to write the SQL statement. Create procedure, select all customers as, select start customer, and then we write go down. Exec select all customers, create procedure, whether it gets stored on parameter, @nvar char 30 and select city equal to @city, nvar car chat character. So is given as @ in SQL. Create procedure, select all customers, and then we write the parameter that we are going to pass, that is @city, and the type of the parameter is NVAR character of length 30. Select star on customer where city is equal to @city. Go. Stored procedure with multiple parameters. Select all customers @city, @postal code, where city is NVAR character. N variable character. Okay. What is the purpose of stored procedure in SQL Server? To save reusable code for repeated use. Comments. SQL comments. Comments are not supported in Microsoft Access database. So select all. So dash dash. Single line comment start with dash dash. Hyphen hyphen, sorry. And okay. For example, multi-line starts with /star // okay, this was easy to W3 schools. Last thing is SQL operator. So add, subtract, multiply, divide is single and modulo. Okay. Bitwise is and, or, and XOR is same. These are same as Python. Equal to is single, equal to, greater than, less than, greater than, equal to, not equal to. Add equals, minus equals, multiply equals, divide equals, modulo equals, bitwise and equals, bitwise exclusive equals, bitwise or equals. Bruh. All of the subqueries and any and condition any of the subqueries between if operand is within the range of comparison, then exist. True if subquery returns at least one or more records exist in is equal to one of the list of expression, yeah, like matches a pattern matching. Okay, not if display record is not true, or if separated by or, and some. True if any of the subqueries meet. Add two numbers plus. That's it, guys. This was the speedrun that we did today. We learned joins and everything and blah, blah, blah. Now SQL tutorial is completed. What next? Now we start with the main thing, that is solving leet code questions. Now I'll solve just one question for the sake of happiness. Let me log in quickly. Yeah. What do they want? Table is employed and we have two columns. Okay. Primary key is ID, column with unique values. It's called primary key. Okay. For each row of this table contains an ID. You got the chal question bata. Primary key is combination of columns with unique values. Okay. Write a solution to show the unique IDs of each user. If user does not have a unique ID, replace. Just show null. Return the result table in any order. Result format should be that it should be an employees table, and ID and name should be shown. Oh wait. This is an input, bro. Use your brain. Okay, so we have employees table, employees unit table. एक में है ID name, एक में ID unique. So we want unique ID and name. I just want to do multiple unique IDs. We will show that instead. Bro, what? What do I have to display, man? Both are unique ID. Select. क्या लिख रहा हूँ? Unique ID and name. Okay. Select unique ID. Unique ID किसमें है? नेम किसमें है? Unique ID of each user if a user does not have unique ID. Bro. If is null unique ID. I hate this language, man. Then just write null. Write null. वाह क्या लिखा है? Fuck this. Just go to editorial or solutions. Oh, so this was left join. How was this left join? What is left join? Everything from show unique ID of each user. So we want each user, na? Months on 11:30. Monday was 11:30. So 3:11:90. 3:11:90. Mayor Wilson Johnson. Mayor Wilson Johnson आ गए. And this was a left join. So everything from left will be included. And we're on left. Bob and Alice भी आ गए. And Bob and Alice didn't have any common user ID, so that's why they are unique. Okay, that was this question. This was the left join question. Understood? Yeah. Shri Ram guys, Jai Shri Ram. Ram Navami आज. This is SQL for us. Which one did I do? Replace employee unique products. What is hard then? Queries monthly transaction. Number of unique targets. Customers about our products. इस टेबल में okay. Customer है टेबल में कंटेंट डुप्लीकेट रोज. I'm taking a medium problem just to see what is happening here. So this is now one table customer. So it has column name is customer ID and product key. Content duplicate rows हो सकता है. Customer ID is not null. Customer ID is not null. Product key is a foreign key. Reference is column to product table. Reference column to a product table. Okay. So this is a common thing. It's called as foreign key. And then table products is product key to product. Product key is the primary key column with unique values for this table. Alright. Now write a solution to report the customer IDs. So I want customer IDs. हर customer का एक product mapped है. Customer ने ये product लिया, customer ने वो product लिया. Customer ID is never null, so that is a primary key. And foreign key is the product key. Okay. Product key is primary key with unique values for this table. Write a solution to report the customer IDs from the customer table that bought all the products in the product table. So return the result table in any order. Result format is in the following example. Let's see. So customer ID 1 bought this, and 3 bought 1 again bought 6, 3 bought 5, and then product table. So we have product keys 5 and 6. So for 5 and 6, the output will be 1 and 3. Wait, why not 2? Okay. Oh yes. Customers who bought all products 5 and 6 are customers with ID. So first of all, what do I have to display? Select customer underscore ID from customer table. Customer अभी now what do I want? I want the unique values or unique customer name. Select distinct customer ID from customer. This will give me the distinct customer IDs that I have to return. Now, so for every product key, so what if I want to include everything from left side, right? So what if I do a left join? What happens then? Nothing happens, right? I get 5 6 5 6 5 6. I get this. And what is left to enter? select the customer ID from the customer table, group the result by customer ID. Compare the count with the total number of अरे बाप रे, टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी वगैरह भी होता है इसमें, स्पेस कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी. Fuck this, man. customer ID from customer, customer निकाल दो, ये customer ID from customer, and then I'm grouping by product key. From customer group by customer ID. Count distinct product. Select count product key from product. Is equal to select count product key from products. What's happening here? Select customer ID from the selecting customer ID and I'm grouping by customer ID. So each customer ID is split. Customer ID 1 to 3 will be my distinct customer ID. Let me run this. Check my name. customer ID having count. Then customer ID from customer. You're grouping rows by customer ID. Then for each customer, group by customer ID having. So for each customer ID, you're counting how many unique products. Having distinct product key, and having class filters only those customer with distinct product equals. So query select count products from product key from product. This one is the number of finding customers with number of distinct products that they have bought is equal to number of product, meaning they have bought every product. Okay, meaning product. So number of distinct products. So okay, this is the main thing that we are aiming to find. So if we have said that they have bought every product, what does that mean? We have to find total number of products that exist, total number of products available for that product, and number of distinct products that they have bought, right? Suppose the product table has 1 to 3, count product is 3, or 2 distinct products included. That means if you want to include customer name, purchase. Okay. So for every question we need to file it in terms of all the queries that we know, and that will of course come by practice and not just a single speed run, right? Okay, I will submit this. I will just select customer ID and I will run this so that whenever I come back to this after a long time, I'm able to solve this. Yeah. Back to SQL 50. So tomorrow onwards I will be starting to solve this 50 problems. What was it about? Basic aggregate functions. Which one did I solve? Yeah, this is about sorting and grouping. So we'll go by one functions later. Thank you for the stream, guys. Good night. Close this. Shall we solve another question? Where is lead code? And it's signing. Now let it be. That's enough study for today.